Sziasztok! Ez itt az i.BL csatorna. Na sziasztok, akkor kicsit Jade Empire játék. Hát ne harmadszor kezdek neki, remélem most már sikerül befejezni, hogy egy gyalog legyen. Nem az előbbinél, mert most lett volna vége. Jobb esetben. Miért még itt kezdhetem erről az egészet. Arra kell menni, de előtte elteszünk egy kis kitérőt.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. Impudence. We have orders from Death's Hand himself, peasant. All intruders die.
1,000 cuts.
Mi van a sárkány?
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear.
You shame Master Li with your actions here. We should protect the weak, not exploit them.
I may be easy prey for one of your might, but I will die with honor.
Ez most valami bug, a harc helyett inkább csak ott a... Na mindegy. Most úgyis van fókuszoltál, tehát nem busztál ki velem. Fejem szállok. Megint itt hibás tudok.
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Egy kicsi tejecske. Megint nem a kincsem nincs, abban volt ez. Egy kicsi tejecske.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse, in my opinion. Here, I salvaged
Nem
this
volt
stream
semmilyen
out of some
pilóta
sort of
tervezetted.
power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Ja, meg a város térképe így néz ki. A sárgában jelzett, hogy ez igaz a fontos karakter. Én vagyok a nyilla. A pénz az a bolt, tábor az egy X. Igen. Oltárt ezt tudjuk. Kilépés az általában a kéknyíl. Felkeresen, de helyett csillagokkal jelölt. Észallom úgyis, úgyis. Jöjjünk így fogunk.
Nara irfonir wonu kanawa ofahir kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Majd előbb-utóbb elhagyom még.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonofonia sisaya nawako. Onuyo we okuyu yofu sayera shafatuyu. Sata kawayer sonuya kawayer payer nasi sonkut. Uksair wa unyo nikiro, nana wo nafak sono.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Koni okyowe kawaye wo kawaye watita osia kwanif mipawia. Pia uksair sinini sisaya rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisaya ifogoso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa faranuir. Oyowe apafawayer sisiyar sisitu tok. Oyer wakwak finir sier. Wo tawa yer kupir kawia nakawia ipuki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pia uksayer sinini sisaya rusta atapafawayer sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisaya ifogoso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa faranuir. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir ibisaro konkru. Uyowe apapawa ye sisi ya sisi to. Uyer wak finir here. Koniyokyo kawaye wakawaye watita osia kwani nipawiye.
Milyen küldetés? Beszélj segít. Iszterre. A nagy gát, vagy mi? Most elvileg ott állt, mert nem kell írni már elég. Legalábbis az előzőleg úgy volt.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do.
Mondom, hogy az
You
mindig
think I
ott álltam,
will
hogy
hit a
kértem.
woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. You've got a smart mouth. Let's see how smart it is after I knock out your teeth.
Ahogy a csillagokban megint. Ez mi a? Fejthetetlen támadások.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zulu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zoo mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? Shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You are the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust Hui, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Elég tolvaj. Nem így hasznos stílus. Igaz, csak ön támogató, de... Igen. Ezt átlököm erről. Aranygyár, még színálkotel. Azt hiszem 9-10 különböző stílust lehet használni.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Of course, I didn't mean to disturb you. I'm sorry. Please, I don't want any trouble. I've got enough trouble as it is. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... For the life of my fiancé, I will give you my entire dowry. Bay is a good man who will marry me even without it, and my dowry is a small price to pay to keep him alive. I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Akármennyire sértnek előbb, mindig úgyis ugyanazon a skiptelve, vagy nem tudom, minek mondani. Csak akkor verik meg, hogyha arra járok. Keresd meg Big Bait.
This tea house must be popular. It seems like...
A fák alatt a nagy déli erdő között gyakran jelentene bizarr dolgok. Az aránynak pihenői nevű fogadó. Eddig szeretettem mellett az erő tulajdonképpen egy fővadónak. Zöld erdő, bokrok, lomkomár, nagy, van fényemtes eredmények, egy rejteget, ami sok más látunk. Legfurcsább mondák, egy fák közt megbúvó árnyékról szólnak, akik kivek az erdőből lakodó lények, embereket. A filozófusok gyakran látják vélni ezeket az árnyokat, de az arándok pihenője vendégei is volt beszámolók találkozásokról. A túlvilági tulajdonossága ellenére szemtanúk úgy vélték, hogy régi nem agresszív, és az erdő számos rejtély egyikének tulajdonítják a látottakat.
What a prominent structure.
arra is, menetünk el is. Ébreszt a Kázió cég. Mi van? Mondja.
Hey, Big Bear. How are you today?
Jaki?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell I.Ling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell I.Ling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gun.
Jó, porszívval, ma később megkapod.
Hold on a sec. We've got company.
Fanny és Garfield.
You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when I.Ling's boys are working.
1,000 cuts.
Ő csak azt mondja, hogy... Gyere van. Megjátszasszuk és ti is. Most már figyelni meg. Oldalra kell ilyenkor kerülni. Szemből szúrták ugye vele a láncsával.
Spirit Beast!
Ilyenkor nem sebződnek be. Fekvés van, fiúk.
Die quietly! Spirit Beast!
Elegem van beleérezett katonászol a bottal.
Can you believe that these thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that? They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Sorry, forgive me, honorable stranger. I'm not normally so... Well, I'm a bit of a wreck right now. I've taken some pretty bad beatings these past few days. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. No, don't do that. Eiling and I were friends once, even if it was a long time ago. I don't want to see her dead. Not if there's another way. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Szintlépés. Egyensúlyozott, mert lehetne akármelyiket fejleszteni, de... A sebzését növeljük, idegtartalmat, sebességét, tehát a gyorsabban, illetve ezt ennyi ponton volt, egyenlőre. Beszél Eilinggal.
This here's a private club. Members only. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Lehet, hogy durva módszer is lett van. Lovas taktikák. A Jade birodalom szervezetten működő hadseregével szemben a lovas népek kevésbé páncélolt egységre teszik a vonusokat, akik gyorsabban mozoghatnak a csatornázzel. Úgy mozognak, mint a megállíthatatlan szökővel, kis lovas csapatok az ellenség oszlopait minden irányból egyszerre támadják meg. Nyíraik segítségével lovasi jelszók pusztító záporra sújtják ellenségeiket. Noha ezek a taktikák meglepően jól működnek gyakorlatban, a katonák közel sem a fegyelmezetlenek, mint a birodalom gálistái. Lesújtó minden csapásuk, ez természetes, azonban kénytelenek megtartani sokáig stratégiai pozíciókat. Most a Jade birodalom kénytelen kelletlen békét kötött a lovas népre, akik néha még mindig betörnek az északi határon menti kisebb településekre. Párhuzamot vannak, most az a mongolok lennének.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place. So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? They took it pretty hard. Even after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they still aren't used to losing to a girl. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. That sounds like a threat. I don't respond well to threats. Besides, Bay's only getting what he deserves. He brought this on himself.
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to. So that's how it's going to be. You'd rather fight me and my boys than make Baker Bay own up to what he did? Nobody threatens me in here. Come on, boys. Time to do our thing. 1,000 shots!
Svetkený tigris. Štýl. Fiúk fekszenek. Kör közepén nem vagyok. Csak itt nem vesznek jók. Körbe a jókban áll. Hát én kell lábra tudod használni, de... Két jöttétek. Mindenféle faszom. Szétrugáltak az asztalt. Nem működik. Jó, ott fogtam. Uff, mi vagy te, India? Még... Ezt a kautonom hajat. Oh. Mi használjuk ezt a kulcsicskát. Nem. Itt van valami. Nem. Egy hibás kell. Money, 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 Mr. Funny. This one literally is good. Kisor. Igen. Egy köcsöggel kevesebb. Mi ez? Csökkent az élet? Test. Akkor annyira nem jó. Olvasom megint. Üvöltő lelkek földjén. Áda viradon nyugat-atán. Túlfekszik az üvöltő lelkek földjén. Itt csak hatalmas hegyek. Szűkszorosak találhatók. Nem sok élő található azon a földön, akik viszont mégis itt élnek, azok kemény emberek, akik jobban számítanak a kecskenyáknak, mint az anyasztermészet kegyére. A kivételt erősíti a szabály. Magas hegyekben, magasan a hegyekben található egy monostól, a lélek papok titokzatos egyének ad otthont. Nem tudni, mit csináltak azok elzárt a korostorukban. Én még maga a császár sem tudja, mi folyik ott. A papok különös erők birtokosai, de harmonánál ilyenek a természettel. Ez előbb-utóbb ez a terület is bekerebezi majd a birodalom. És akkor majd fény derül a titokra. Lényegében a lélek papokról muszolódésben. Ami a könyv. Beszélenge. Ja, akkor még valamit. Már nem lesz itt. Ha nincs itt, akkor össze kell menni. Itt is van valami. Hát csak bejárt. Ez a sárgával fókusz, abból szeretlen, de fegyverforgatás is kell. Egy nikkel futtatású vasról. Ezt az előző részben se csináltam meg, mert jó. Nyitott a nyers végigjátszásba. azt a kazános ahhoz kell.
Did you find Bay? Were you able to stop the thugs from hurting him? A woman? What is her interest in my fiancé? Do you know who she is? You have to talk to her. Tell her to leave him alone. He's mine. Make her leave him alone. Dead? How awful. But what did she say about Bay? Why was she having her men attack my fiancé? He promised to marry her? That slug! That slithering snake! How could he do this to me? I'll never marry him now. Never! You're right. I am better off without him. I'm glad you found this out before I married him. Thank you. Here, take my dowry. I won't need it now. I certainly won't use it to marry that snake Bay. I can't believe he had me fooled like that. I think I need to be alone for a while.
Felé rakod. Néztem.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Egy. Kettő. Három.
Thousand cuts.
Mondom, szép. Nagyon szétverültek az asztal. Azt szóltam, már buff a fejedre egyet. Kis fatestápolás. Ez a csirke combira jár. Nem akarja fel.
I'll improvise.
Hogy csinálsz? Ja. Ezzel vele kerünk el. Szomba. Gyere, te is kapsz egy kis húsz bele.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Let's at least hear what she has to say. How are we going to rescue Master Lee if we simply charge ahead without thought?
Be calm. You can be about your other tasks soon enough. For now, I have important things to tell you, so listen well. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too. Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Egyet több égkövet tudunk használni. Utolsd át a romokat, hát ott vertik szél katonákat.
If Three Sheets keeps running this place so poorly, he's going to lose his customers.
Csak ennyi asztalatok maradt.
I thought one of the sailors trapped here might make a good husband, but they're just a bunch of drunks.
Többit mindjárt.
Niki awir fuir. Uksun puno sui uir su uku.
I heard the ruins are haunted by the ghosts of those that died in the flood.
Lehet felveszem, megtam elég küldetést, aztán
Hello,
még
young
fennből.
one. My name is
Következő részben lesz meg
but
volt.
everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine. No one knew.
This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Van öreganyó, vizsgálnak Dutong végzését. Van öreganyó volt a tejász tulajdonosan még 3 rétegű Dutong fel bukkant valami birodalmi végzésé. Mi szerint az az övé. Dutong története gyanúsnak tűnik, így nem ártana utána nézni.
I'm watching you. Don't try anything funny.
Mi az, hogy nem vicces?
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, a useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. Oh, certainly. The Imperial writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Quan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking. What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, 3 Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
Don't be an idiot. You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Quan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Tőlünk. Majd innen lesz folytatva. Most egy kis móka, egy kis kacagás.
I'll improvise. Yeah.